would like to thank the members of the jury for focusing on the evidence in this trial, rather than on the rumour and innuendo that have followed this case from the outset.
This guy had his career ruined and was angry at Manchester City. The accusations against Benjamin Mendy, at the time a footballer for France and Manchester City on over 100 grand a week, had these incidents that allegedly stemmed from his 4.8 million mansion in Cheshire between October 2018 and August 2021. Benjamin Mendy was making serious money and had a really nice house, but it seemed that his house is the one where the parties were at, where the alcohol was and the girls were coming to. Many footballers were going, but this will drag him into a situation that will come back to haunt him. 6 women accused him of sexual offences, including rape and sexual assault, often linked to parties held at his home, some during the COVID-19 lockdown. November 2020, Benjamin Mendy was arrested after a young woman accused him of raping her following a night out in Cheshire. He was arrested but released under investigation. Many people were in absolute shock as this made the headlines. He was playing for one of the biggest teams in the country, had Premier League trophies under his belt, and now he's been dragged into this mess.
Now, Manchester City can confirm that following he's been charged by police today, Benjamin Mendy has been suspended pending an investigation. Now, the matter is subject to a legal process and the club is therefore unable to make further comment until that process is complete.
January 4th, 2021, he was arrested again after a second woman accused him of sexually assaulting her at a party at his home in January 2nd, 2021. He was bailed with conditions prohibiting parties at his residence, but he continued to host gatherings, breaching his bail and COVID-19 regulations. A few months later, a 17-year-old woman comes forward. A third allegation: Mendy is accused of rape after a party at his home on August 26, 2021. He was charged with multiple sexual offences, including 3 counts of rape and 1 count of sexual assault, and remanded straight into custody. This is the problem sometimes with remand in the UK. Sometimes it works by keeping dangerous people behind bars straight away, but sometimes also innocent people will go to jail before even having a chance to prove their innocence. Because there was numerous women. Benjamin Mendy was now a prisoner in the UK, could be innocent in this situation at this time. Manchester City suspended him and the Football Association imposed a safeguarding ban due to his involvement with a minor. Manchester City stopped paying Mendy's £500,000 a month salary, citing his inability to perform, stuffing his contract due to him being in custody, and later even his bail conditions and the FA's suspension. This led to financial strain, forcing Mendy to sell his Cheshire mansion and rely on loans from teammates like Raheem Sterling, Bernardo Silva and Riyad Mahrez to cover legal fees and child support. Mendy was actually refused bail on October 2021 and remained in custody at HMP Watercourse in Liverpool awaiting trial. He made multiple unsuccessful bail applications, but eventually the following year, January 2022, he was released on bail with strict conditions, including a curfew that prevented him from training or playing with Manchester City. While on bail, he couldn't even play football. He was just in the UK waiting to go to a trial, and there was random things that went viral, like him just going to a shopping centre, a trolley full of sweets for local kids, and just giving them out.
Whoa, look. Sharing for everyone.
Oh, that's unfair. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna go viral on TikTok, bro.
This is for my house.
When he got released on bail as well, he was put on an ankle tag, meaning they was monitoring his movements. They did not trust that he might not flee to another country, obviously not originating from the UK. Now, the trial starts around August 2022 all the way into January 2023. Mendy's first trial began at Cheshire Crown Court, covering 7 counts of rape with 1 attempted rape and 1 account of sexual assault against 6 women. The prosecution portrayed Mendy as a predator who turned women into a game during alcohol and nitrous oxide known as balloons parties. Mendy admitted to frequent casual sex and unprotected encounters and breaching bail and COVID rules, but denied the non-consensual act.
Manchester City footballer Benjamin Mendy has pleaded not guilty to 8 counts of rape after appearing at Chester Crown Court in northwest England. The three-time Premier League winner entered the plea ahead of Monday's trial, which is expected to last over 3 months. Mendy has previously denied 7 allegations of rape, 1 of sexual assault, and 1 count of attempted rape. The offences are alleged to have taken place at Mendy's home between October 2018 and August last year. The 28-year-old has made 50 Premier League appearances for City since signing from French side Monaco in 2017 in a deal worth around €60 million. He was suspended by the club after first being charged last August. The French international will stand trial alongside co-defendant Louis Saha Maturi, who also denies 8 counts of rape and 4 of sexual assault.
During the trial, a video emerged showing one complaint, having consensual sex with Mendy's co-accused, Louis Saha, leading to the dismissal of 1 rape charge. This was used by Mendy's defence to question the credibility of the other accusers. Trial details did come out, like Mendy was cleared of raping woman 4 who met Mendy on what the prosecution said the Manchester scene the evening that she alleged that Mendy raped her in his cinema room. Woman 4 was seen hugging him at a Manchester nightclub, China White. The jury was shown CCTV footage of her approaching the footballer and dancing suggestively into him. The defence particularly focused on stuff like this in that clip, where the woman would be seen posting a photograph apparently punching the air. It resulted in a photo that was posted by a friend on social media with a caption that read, "She shagged a pro footballer." In another situation, both men stand accused of raping a woman at a player's home in Cheshire and a Manchester flat. The pair both deny all charges. Apparently, the evidence was that one 19-year-old complainant told the jurors that both men had raped her. During a 16-week trial, mobile phone video emerged of her having enthusiastic sex with the co-accused on occasion that she claimed she was being raped. One thing that is for sure is a lot of stuff was going down at Mendy's house, these wild parties, but he claims it was consensual. Like, women have spoke out on quote-unquote spicy podcasts about some of these encounters.
Riyad Mahrez's Eid party. I have no idea whose house I'm rocking up to. I got inside, his whole family is there, Mendy's in there, they're all drunk. I was literally not dressed for a family gathering. Eventually, Mendy takes me away and he starts speaking to me, and I'm like, "Hi, nice to finally speak to you." He's like, "I'm really sorry that this is the situation." I'm like, "Did you not know that you were going to be at this party before you invited me down on this day?" He obviously did, but when he grabbed me, took me into Mahrez's toilet, it's like, me. I was like, "Oh, okay, I know what I'm here for then."
Did you not get paid?
I never got paid anything. Eventually, we ended up going back to his like manager or something like that. Got the NOS canisters out. He was like filming all his friends while he was me up there. Like, I was enjoying myself, don't get me wrong. I was drunk. I was very much party to it, but it was a very strange experience.
January 13th, 2023, Mendy was found not guilty of 6 accounts of rape and 1 account of sexual assault. The jury couldn't reach verdicts on 1 count of rape and 1 count of attempted rape, prompting a retrial. The following year, the retrial at Cheshire Crown Court addressed the 2 remaining charges, 1 of rape involving a 24-year-old woman in October 2020 and 1 of an attempted rape involving a 29-year-old woman back in 2018. The jury deliberated for about 3 hours and 15 minutes. July 14th, Mendy was found not guilty of both charges, clearing him of all allegations. He broke down in tears and his legal team stated the process had a serious impact on him. Mendy expressed a desire for privacy to rebuild his life.
And football fans around the world just would like to hear a few words from you about how you feel.
Alhamdulillah.
Ben, well done.
Ben, where does this leave your football career? You ready? You look fit. You're ready to start playing again. How do you feel about what you've been put through and in the end been found not guilty of every single charge against you? 10 charges across 2 trials, 2.5-year process. How does that make you feel? Obviously you're emotional, but put it into words for us.
And you're going to start playing football, yeah? Going to start playing football again, bro?
What about the support of the people who've supported you? I know obviously Pep Guardiola spoke up for you. Just a few words for your fans, Ben. Do you feel that the process has been handled correctly? You spent time, of course, in jail when they first arrested you, and in the end, you're now an innocent man. Still 29. I think you're 29 on Monday, Ben. Still trying to play at the top of football.
June 30th, 2023, Manchester City released Mendy upon his contract expiring, leaving him unemployed after nearly 2 years without playing professional football. So the following month, 5 days after his acquittal, Mendy signed a 2-year contract with League One club Lorente. He had offers to stay in the Premier League but did not want to. Fellow famous footballer Memphis Depay had said, "Benjamin Mendy, all cases dismissed. So what we doing now? Who is going to help this brother heal? Who's going to be responsible for the damage on his name? How is he going to have his Mendy's career back. Many years of investment to become a professional footballer, now what? I've never touched on this subject because I didn't know all the details, but I've spoken to him once through FaceTime and while behind bars and faced him on the pitch a couple times. I didn't see any evil in this man. We can't accept this to happen to us athletes. Who's going to stand up for us in the time of need? Not when the damage is already done. Don't turn your head, people, and tag Mendy. After the case, it seemed he was getting a lot of attention of footballers supporting him. Even Vinicius Jr. as well said, "I'm sorry for everything you've been through, Benjamin Mendy. You lost 2 years of your career." But that's not the least of this whole situation. What about the psychological damage? Surely your life will never be the same. The culture of destroying reputations has made yet another victim. Until when we have been accused and condemned without having the right to basic defense. Fake news are created to spread without checking any facts, which is something I personally felt a lot, and the situation only gets worse. Being responsible would be the minimum for any professional, but nowadays serious work has become the exception. There's no limits to getting more clicks or engagement. My question is, what will be done to repair the damage? October 2024, Mendy filed a claim against Manchester City for 11.5 million in unpaid wages from September 2021 to June 2023, arguing the club had unlawfully withheld his salary. He claimed he was unfairly singled out as teammates like Mahrez, Grealish and Walker and Sterling and John Stones attended similar parties without repercussion. You see, Benjamin Mendy was picking up a reputation at Manchester City of being a bit of a party boy. The journalists in the football industry were confronting Pep, saying he was out clubbing till 3:30 in the morning. They wasn't speaking about the other players getting drunk, mainly just Mendy. So when this news come out, people just saying that's his lifestyle, always partying. I'm not blaming the other players because this is what was in the media.
Is Benjamin Mendy fit for tomorrow?
Yeah.
He's fit.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're aware, but there's video footage of him in a nightclub in Manchester at 3:30 a.m. on Saturday. Now, I know he wasn't part of the squad going down to Fulham, but for a player recovering from injury who's had persistent injuries, are you happy with that, to see a player?
They are old enough. They are old enough to know what they have to do. I'm not his father.
But did he train on Saturday, Mendy?
Yeah.
So as his manager, are you happy for a player who's training?
I would prefer to go sleep earlier, but I'm not control the players of that situations. So.
But does it exasperate you?
No.
You're not frustrated by that?
No.
But you prefer if he wasn't in a nightclub at 3:30 in the morning?
You don't like, but I'm a relaxed guy. Maybe it don't look like, but I sleep quite well.
But you're happy that he's committed to being...
I answered that question
fully
already.
fit.
But in terms of him getting his money back from this club, the judge actually ruled in Mendy's favour, entitling him to most of the unclaimed wages, around 8.5 million, except for the 5 months he was in custody when he's unable to work. The exact amount would be determined at a later date, but he got multi-millions back. Into 2025, after his club's relegation into League 2, Mendy signed with Swiss Super League club FC Zurich until summer 2026, making a transition to a lower league compared to his Premier League days. This situation definitely ruined his career, and many people were shocked. It just goes to show, despite many accusers, there was literally numerous women speaking out, you can still be innocent in a situation. During that trial as well, Mendy claimed he has slept with 10,000 women. I don't even know how you get to them kind of numbers, but there's at least a few that probably have had a situation where it was uncomfortable and it's led to this. In this situation, you see his own teammates that were at them parties lending him money, so they obviously believed in him from the start. When you look at this situation, despite being found not guilty in the end, Benjamin Mendy was in custody from August 26, 2021 until January 7th, 2022, a period of approximately 134 days in a rough prison, about 4.5 months. He was initially held at HMP Autocourse in Liverpool and later transferred to HMP Manchester, Strangeways, before getting released on bail. That's a lot of time to serve in jail for a situation he was later found not guilty of. It seems even time since that case have got tougher, as when he made his move, that club got relegated and the fans were booing him and blaming him for the club's relegation. Benjamin Mendy doesn't hold hard feelings now he's got his money back of the club that he was owed. He's even posted up pictures on his Snapchat supporting them in their matches. Obviously, he's still got friends at the club. There was another case yesterday I covered on Mason Greenwood, another footballer involved in an RK situation. Very different and even more crazy. Make sure you guys watch that video if you haven't already.